Hello and welcome to my first ever uploaded video. My name's Lisa, but I call myself Time Chaser. I'm going to have to get rid of that name because it sounds like a cartoon character, and that was not the plan. I called myself Time Chaser because I'm always chasing time. It seems to be the one thing that evades me. I'm a busy mum, career woman, wife, sister, daughter, all of the things that most people are, and I just feel like time escapes me. But this video, and probably every video, will be about Sisterlocks and the journey that I've had so far, so I hope you'll enjoy it. I have done a number of videos, but don't know how to use technology, so I've resorted to using my phone. Otherwise, I'll never get this done. In time, I'm hoping my videos will get far better as I learn to edit and do different things. So welcome, bear with me. Thank you for your time and interest. In this video, I just want to do a fairly short one, and I really want to talk about the journey, and I'm going to share with you details around my installation, my lock count or rough lock count, pros and cons, cost, products, and all the things I've kind of enjoyed about Sisterlocks. I'm going to share the products that I use as well. So get straight into it. I got Sisterlocks because I was looking for something different. I'd had relaxed hair for about 30 years and I got fed up of it. I have psoriasis in certain parts of my scalp. It's fairly mild, but obviously it's not great with chemicals. And really, I just didn't know what else to do with my hair. I've never worn wigs or weaves or anything. I'd just relaxed and was just doing what my mum had been doing since I was young. I discovered Sisterlocks just looking on the internet one day. I wasn't looking for them. I'd never heard of them. I was just browsing as you do, and I came across the most beautiful woman, Aisha she's called, and she's on here as in on YouTube, but she's also on Instagram, and she has the most beautiful hair. I didn't know what they were, but I knew I wanted them, so I started researching, and that's how I found out about Sisterlocks, and I was sold because all the pros of Sisterlocks were what I was looking for. The pros for me were maximum flexibility and versatility. Sisterlocks, for those of you that don't know what they are slim, skinny, manicured locks that are put in, installed on a grid that allows for real versatility in terms of how you style your hair, and they are done using a particular tool, and they're done by Sisterlock consultants who go off for 4 days of training and learn how to install them and maintain them. So that's what they are. I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know they were locks. I didn't know what they were. So I love the flexibility. I absolutely love that it saves you time. Bye combs and brushes. I comb my hair with my fingers now. But when I get up and get ready for work in the morning, we're talking about 5 minutes fluffing out my hair, spraying it with some water if necessary, as opposed to goodness knows how long. I am ever ready, and there's so many different things I can do with my hair, and I normally have this bit kind of plait back or pinned up, and then there's so many different things you can do with your hair, but because I'm in the early stages, I try not to manipulate it too much, so it's always down my hair. I don't think I can get it in a bun yet. The other thing that I really love about Sisterlocks is that it's natural, so there's no chemical, there's nothing. Obviously the hair is manipulated as in to create a lock, but that's it. There is no need to use tons and tons of products, edge control, gel. There's no need for any of that. But it's flexible, it's natural, it's healthy, and it is designed for Afro hair to really kind of play to the strengths of our hair, and my hair absolutely loves it. So I was very, very happy. My installation, as I say, took 16 hours. It was over 2 days with breaks, and for my 5 inches of hair or more, but the quote I was given was for 5 inches, I paid £500. Now to me, I was prepared to pay whatever I needed to really to get going with it. So it wasn't an issue for me. However, I would probably consider that a con for most people. In terms of pros and cons, it would probably be a con because when I was doing my research and reading up on it, the one thing that people were concerned about was the cost. And it's not just the cost of installation, which I have no issue with because it is a fairly labour intensive work that the consultants are doing. They're standing on their feet, poring over your hair, working to make sure that your parts and that everything is perfect. But the other thing is that once you've had your installation, There is then also the cost of maintenance. Maintenance is reties, and any kind of repairs or, but I mean, repairs probably are normally picked up in your reties. Reties are where your hair has grown out. So every 4 to 6 weeks, they recommend you go back and get your hair interlocked again from the root. And that obviously maintains the grid and maintains the lock and makes sure that there's minimum breakage, with your hair. It just keeps it healthy. And I pay £70 for up to 5 hours, which is reasonable. I mean, I live in the south of England, so probably a bit more pricey, but I think that's about average. I think £60 for about 3 hours or thereabouts is normal. And I go every 3 to 4 weeks actually, rather than 4 to 6, because my hair texture is soft, I'm told, so it's more prone to slippage. But in addition to that, it's my hair does actually grow quite quickly, and it's very fuzzy. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I've been going every 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how much growth there is. But obviously my consultant knows how much tension to apply to make sure that we're not overdoing it in any respect. The other con, I've put it as a con, but most people put it as a pro, is products. So I never bothered with products, really. I wasn't a product junkie. I just had minimal kind of products when I had relaxed hair. One of the pros of Sisterlocks is that you don't need products. So all that you're supposed to do, particularly in the early days like mine, when you've got starter locks, is you're just supposed to wash your hair with the Sisterlock shampoo. No conditioner, no oils, no moisturisers, nothing at all. And that suits a lot of people because they're saving massive amounts of money. And the theory is that our scalp and hair will look after itself. That's all great and well if you haven't got a scalp condition. But in the early days of getting locks, for some people, many people, it's really, really itchy, and really your scalp is just like trying to cope, I think, with everything that's kind of going on. So for me, I've kind of put it as a con. I have psoriasis patches. Having Sisterlocks has helped me to manage that actually, and the one at the back is pretty much gone and under control. But around the front of my hair, I do still have psoriasis. And if I just washed my hair and didn't do anything else to it, these parts would just be white and flary and wouldn't be able to cope. So for me, I have actually had to use some products. The great thing is that Sisterlocks has introduced me to natural products. So in terms of what I use, I never use the Sisterlock shampoo. Everybody does. I think probably more people in the UK than America seem to use. We seem to use alternative things. I don't think we stick as fastidiously to products to the Sisterlock product as other people seem to have. I didn't even bother with it because what I heard about it, and based on the consultants that I'd spoken to, no one was really kind of pushing me down that road. What I use is Almacado. Almacado are a London-based natural hair, afro hair, natural hair. Well, actually, natural products. They do skin products as well. Manufacturer, natural products. So I use these. These are stage 1 shampoos. I use one at a time. I've just got 2 bottles. So this one is seaweed. And I think this one's got rosemary. It smells lovely, really nice. And I got this one first. Then as I realised my scalp was really itchy, I realised that they had this starter lock shampoo as well. And this one includes peppermint, rosemary and tea tree oil. So I really was interested in that because of the challenges I was having with my scalp. And I wash my hair every 7 to 10 days. When I wash it, I braid and band like you're supposed to with Sisterlocks, and then I take it out and I separate my locks by running my fingers through it, and then I use some jojoba oil along with a couple of drops of tea tree oil. Not lots, so I put some of this in my scalp, in my palm, and then I put a couple of drops of the tea tree, mix it together, and I put it along, so not in my hair, I'm not dealing with my hair, I'm dealing with my scalp, and in particular my psoriasis patches. I think you can see the beginning of one there, which are along the front of my hair, and yeah, and kind of like, yeah, they kind of go down to my sideburns. So I do that every 7 to 10 days, and that kind of keeps them at bay, keeps the patches under control. If it doesn't, then I will put some more on in the week and just around those patches. I used to do it at the back because I had a patch there, but like I say, that's under control, so I don't bother with that anymore. And I have seen a remarkable difference since I started doing that. The other thing that I used when I first got Sisterlocks, this saved my life. This is also from Almacado, and it is a spray spritz. No oil, it's water-based, and it's peppermint and tea tree, and so it's for the hair, but it's also for the scalp, and this is particularly for that crazy itch and inflammation and all the horrible kind of stuff that some of us get in the early days. This sorts it right out. It cools, it stimulates, and it smells amazing. All of the Almacado products smell amazing. They all smell amazing. I don't know how they do it, but they smell amazing. So amazing that I get compliments from people. I've never had people compliment me on the smell of my hair, but yeah, I've got a coconut one as well, which I use sparingly. So I've probably used this 5 times since I've had locks, in the 14 weeks that I've had locks. I haven't had to use it much at all because it does the job. And thankfully, after about 4 weeks, my scalp settled down. But when I do have the crazy itch sometimes, I'll use it again. The only other thing that I use, and I use this probably every 3 to 4 days if necessary, I've got a little bit of jojoba oil, and I mean a very little bit, and rose water in here, an organic rose water that I got on Amazon, and I just spray. I use this to mist my hair every 3 to 4 days if it needs it. If not, then I don't bother. But yeah, rose water is very moisturizing, because it can get really dry. I don't know if it's different here in the UK. I don't know what our water and our climate is like compared to other places, to be honest with you, but the hair can get dry and then it can break, but I've found that works really well for me, and I've not had to do much more since doing that. So for me, the product piece has been a little bit of a con, because I have discovered so much since getting Sisterlocks. I've been on a natural journey and I've discovered lots about myself. The other thing is water. Drinking loads and loads of water. I drink at least 2 litres of water a day. I love water, so it's easy for me, but I drink at least 2 litres of water a day, and that has had a remarkable effect on my skin, my hair, my nails, my concentration levels, everything. And that's it really. They're the products that I use. What I'd love to be able to do, and I don't know how successfully I'll be able to do this, is just give you a little bit of a insight into my hair. Just kind of share it with you. It's really curly because I do braid outs. When I wash my hair, I then take advantage of that and plait it really tight, leave it. And then the next day when I take it out, it's all curly, and this will last me about 7 days or until my hair gets wet again. So I'm just trying to show you the back. My hair is quite thick, so I did have the plucked chicken stage that everybody talks about, but not for very long. I think I had it for about sorry, hope you've been able to see some of that. I probably had it for about 2 weeks. As soon as I washed my hair, it started to thicken up. And like I say, I wash my hair every 7 to 10 days. So my hair has just thickened up. I have to wash it every 7 to 10 days. And that seems to do the job, really. Yeah, I've got about 470 something locks, or at least I did on installation. So hope that gives you some insight. I didn't want this to be so long. Have a great day. If you've got any questions, comments, feedback, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you for your time and interest.